Okay, listen. This is going to sound like a rom-com directed by Quentin Tarantino and written by Chaos. But trust me, it's my life. The truest, wildest, funniest, messiest love story of my life. Starting off in middle school to high school, with a lifestyle filled with parties, drugs, and countless women. Focusing specifically on the girl of my love story, buckle up peeps, it's one hell of a story. So it starts in middle school. I met this girl. She's incredible, funny, smart, gorgeous, basically the Wi-Fi rat of my soul, or human version of a dopamine hit. She made me realize that I like a girl more than I liked skipping class. By year 11, we were in every single class together. And I mean every single class. I mean like all of them. Maths, science, physics, graphics, and tutorials. And yes, I counted. We'd sit together, laugh at dumb jokes, have deep conversations about life, our dreams and dumb stuff, sitting really close and feeling each other, kind of flirting. I felt connected. And sometimes I swear just the way she looked at me made me forget about the periodic table existed. She made our classes spend together like a club in Ibiza. We were best friends who were basically dating, except without the benefits, labels, or basic emotional responsibility. But that's also the thing. I had no idea how to commit to anything. Our relationship, our future. I was basically stuck in the friend zone. Like permanently. And not just with her, with every girl I liked. My priorities, it was work, money, drugs, the wrong ones. Basically anything except being a decent human being or about love. I was emotionally unavailable and paranoid at the same time. Meanwhile, she started dating someone else. I also started dating someone else. But we all still hung out anyway. Parties, events, music, dancing, eating, and deep ridiculous conversations that made everyone around think we were philosophers who also drank countless numbers of beers and shots. It was chaotic, it was fun, it was high school. And this would be our very own Netflix show called Everyone's Confused But Having Fun. Those were the good days. I thought high school was basically musical, except with bad decisions and no choreography. And this was before I majored in heartbreak and minor crimes. After graduation, we drifted apart. Different universities, different lives, freedom and new people. Old friends would throw an occasional gathering or party as this is where we would meet sometimes. The occasional awkward party vibe and brief catch-ups about what's going on, our old lives, and what we have planned next. I'd see her, she'd see me. We'd smile, maybe laugh, maybe cry inside, but mostly just vibe, remembering all those dumb amazing moments we shared. Then one day, she messaged me, and suddenly, my brain goes full circuit. Yes! This is it. This is my chance. She's single, I'm single, and my dumb brain is like, this is my redemption, the romantic comeback of the century. We go on a few dates, adventures, dancing recklessly, karaoke, eating food like on some weird Food Network show called Soulmates and Snacks. I thought this was love. The same way how I felt when we were in those classes together. We talk about life, dreams, the universe, if we had all the money in the world, what would we do? And of course, deep talks and intimate moments. But in the last date, oh boy, hotel, attempted intimacy, total failure. Did not how did not go how we imagined. Let's just say we went home empty-handed. And here, where it gets tragic comic, I'll make the biggest mistake and dumbest thing possible. Instead of letting it breathe, I messaged her on Facebook at 3 a.m. Yes, I confessed the words every emotionally unstable person fears and was like, I think I love you. Me being a pussy and couldn't say it in person just made me think that I was not the man me and her aspire to be. I was literally being a keyboard warrior sending like 47 messages that alternate between poetry, apology, and nonsense like, I'm outside your house. Like, I know. She couldn't reciprocate on how I was really feeling behind the phone, that she didn't really feel the same. And I spiraled and acted irrationally, big time. I started showing up at her house, some days crying, some days frozen, some days just stupid. Her family was initially inviting, but eventually cops got involved. Hospital visits, almost went to a ward, and yes, jail for the first time. Big oof. Jail changes you though. Not the first time I went, the second. You start reflecting on life, love, and how the hell you got there over a girl and a Facebook message. I didn't mention this before, but a year after high school, I started hearing voices. This could have been either through DNA, as my parents have it, or through the use and abuse of drugs. But these voices were insane. That's where it was her. I thought I had telepathy powers, like Professor X, and his mind-reading telekinesis power, but instead of being heroic, I was more emotional filled with heartbreak. Turns out what I thought and experiencing was schizophrenia. But hey, every love story needs a twist. So I went back to her house, walked straight in, grabbed her by the waist, whispered her name like I was a hero of a tragic love story. She freaked out. Dad appeared, cops appeared. I tried explaining about superheroes, saying the act I committed was heroic, boundaries and respect in relationships that I tended and meant no harm. Why didn't it stop us from pursuing someone we love, as was lastly why I went to prison for embracing my gratefulness on this love I imagined and believed. Yeah, the family and cops didn't buy it. And I was arrested, a second stint in jail, 11 months, then a year in the mental ward. After all that, I survived. I grew and finally started focusing on myself. Lazy Netflix days, thinking about purpose, reflecting on failed relationships, but also building my life back. I found a casual job, supervisor sales assistant in stateside sports, started studying construction management and quantity surveying, built my mental health brand and magic will, created content like podcasts and videos for my entertainment franchise Rome Time, engaging with NDIS services, participating in recreation activities, going out and about to the beach or hiking a mountain, trying to make life as enjoyable as it can be. I learned hard lessons. And honestly, yeah, I still pick at it Spotify and SoundCloud sometimes. And honestly, I swear the playlist knows our history and story. Maybe, just maybe, I hear a voice in my head sometimes, but now I don't chase, I create. Here's a moral of my messy, insane, love gels, telepathy story. If you ever fall in love, don't stalk. Don't snitch on yourself to the cops. Don't ever confuse telepathy, telekinesis, and mind reading with trauma. Don't confess love at 3 a.m. Don't try to fight love like a superhero battle unless you're ready to go to jail. Most importantly, focus on yourself. Build your life, laugh at yourself, maybe check your ex's playlist as it'll break your heart, make you smile, and realize that life's wild, love's insane, and sometimes jealous is just part of the curriculum. Because love is messy, it's insane, it's chaotic, and sometimes it makes you hear voices in your head, but eventually it builds you. Learn, grow, glow up so hard your ex's playlist starts to sound like an autobiography. This is Love, Gel, and Telepathy, a wild story about heartbreak, mistakes, and building yourself back.